Oh my gosh, you guys, look at these little scoops. I think they're beautiful and I can't wait to show you guys how to make them. So of course, keep watching if you want to find out what exactly these things are and how to make them to add to your line of bath and beauty products. Alright, so for starters, I'm going to begin by making my strawberry toppings. Now this mold will make the cutest little melt and pour in beds. As you can see here, I thought they were so cute. Alright, so let's get our soap base melted down, which is right here. So to do that, I'm going to pop this into the microwave for intervals of about 30 seconds until it's completely liquid. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, as you can see, I am back with our soap base melted. So now it's time to add in my favorite part, which is fragrance, which of course, as you can tell, I'm using AFI's strawberry. So this is already pre-measured out in here, so I'm going to go ahead and pour this in. Now that that is done, we can go on to adding in some pink liquid soap colorant. And I thought this would just make it a little more fun and a little more merry. So we're just gonna do 1 drop in here. Bloop. I promise you a little bit goes a long way. So I'm gonna grab my glass stirring rod and stir it, and then we're gonna pour into our molds. Look at that beauty. Alright, now we can set these aside to cool, and now we can make our bonbons. So to begin making our bonbons, I am using a big mixing bowl here just to combine all of our dry ingredients, just to make sure I can whisk them up and everything is nice and well incorporated into it later. So I'm going to start by adding in my baking soda. Next up, I'm adding in our cream of tartar, which will give our bonbons a really cake-like texture. But just because it gives a cake-like texture doesn't mean you can eat it. Just telling you guys. And then for our last ingredient, I'm adding in our SLSA, which gives it tons of foamy bubbles. So now that all of this is into here, I'm going to grab my whisk and just whisk everything around until everything is well combined. Alright, now that this is nice and well mixed together, we can go in with our liquid ingredients. For our liquid ingredients, our first one is cocamidal propyl butane, which is a great gentle surfactant that will make the bonbons even more bubbly. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Alright, ooh, I noticed the foaming already. And so I'm going to go ahead and just give this a stir really quickly and just fold it, if you will, with the spatula. Alrighty, I think that's good enough. And so for our next ingredient, we're going to be adding in our glycerin, which just holds everything together. So let's pour it in. And of course, just fold it in once more. For our final step to this DIY project is adding in our fragrance oil. Make sure that you pick one that is skin safe, since these bonbons will be used in the bath. So with that in mind, I picked out AFI's Angel Food Cake. Thought it went great with the bonbon idea. So this is already pre-measured out, so I'm just going to pour this in, pop on my gloves here, and we'll begin kneading just to make sure everything is nice and well incorporated. Oh, it smells like a bakery in here. Alright, now that I have my gloves on, that took a minute, we're going to begin our kneading process. I must say, I quite literally want to eat this. Now it's time to begin molding them, so I'm going to grab my ice cream scooper here. I'm just going to scoop them and place them on my lined baking tray here. Alrighty. Seems good enough. I'm just going to wipe off the excess a little bit and just use your hand to really pack the mixture into the ice cream scooper here, or whatever mold you choose, just to make sure it holds its shape. All right, now that my mixture has been formed into these little ice cream scoop bonbons, Now we can gently embed some of our soap strawberries that we made earlier onto the top. And they only require a little bit of pressure, you don't have to put a lot. Oh, these are so cute. I love how these are turning out. Alrighty, and just like that, you're essentially done. So now all I need to let these do are harden, and it could take anywhere from 24 hours to maybe a few days. It just really depends on the humidity in your environment. So I'm gonna go ahead and set these aside, and I'll come back when these are all nice and done. And here is the finished product. These bath bonbons smell and look so good, and honestly, good enough to eat. But I strongly suggest that you don't take a bite of it. I know. So to use them, you just crumble one underneath your running water in your bath, and then you simply enjoy. Each bonbon costs less than $1 to make, so each can be sold wholesale for around $1 to $3 and retail for $4 to $6. Want more products like this to add to your line of fragrance goods? Well, check out our DIY playlist, which can be found on our channel alongside tons of other helpful content. As always, I'm Maddie, and I had so much fun in the AFI Lab today, and I hope you guys did too. So subscribe and ring that bell icon if you haven't already to stay in the know when we post next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!